The last thing she heard was her own heartbeat. It pounded in her ears like a war drum. Then silence. Not peaceful, not gentle, absolute. She didn't see it coming. No warning shot, no scream, just cold, hard truth in the middle of a Tuesday. Her name was Clara, and she saved 5 lives that day, but no one knew her name. Not yet. This isn't just a story about one woman. It's about all the invisible ones, the quiet workers, the unseen hands, the people who keep the world running without applause. Clara was one of them. She woke every morning at 4017, always 4007. Her alarm never changed. Rain or shine, holiday or not, she pulled on the same blue uniform, tied her shoes with practiced speed, ate 2 pieces of toast with honey, drank black coffee from a chipped mug. Then out the door. Onto the bus, same seat every time, front row, window side. She stared at the city waking up, lights flickering on, trucks rolling, doors opening. She saw things others missed. A cat darting across wet pavement, a man crying behind a newspaper, a child dropping a balloon. She noticed everything, but said nothing. She worked at Jude Medical Center, not as a doctor, not a nurse. She was a cleaner, hallways, bathrooms, operating rooms after surgery. She scrubbed blood, wiped sweat, removed trash, sterilized tools. She did it all with care, like each floor mattered, because it did. People lived or died in those rooms, and she made sure they were safe, spotless, ready. She wasn't trained in medicine, but she knew more than most. She'd overheard doctors, learned terms, watched routines, knew which room meant bad news, which hall had hope. She could tell by the shoes, doctors rushing in rubber soles, family in dress shoes, security in boots. She knew grief by sound, the muffled sob, the long breath, the silence after a phone call. She cleaned up tears, literally, with paper towels and disinfectant, but never judged, never asked, just wiped, and moved on. For 12 years. Same job, same shift. No raises, no spotlight, just work. Then came March 12th, snow falling sideways, wind howling, power flickering. The city was freezing, hospitals overloaded, flu season spiked, plus a bad ice storm, patients everywhere, beds full, hallways lined with cots, doctors running on fumes, nurses skipping breaks. And Clara? She started her shift at 5:30 a.m. As usual, head down, mop in hand. She began on the 4th floor, pediatrics, kids coughing, parents exhausted. One little boy smiled at her. He was bald. Chemo. He held a toy ambulance. She winked. He giggled. Small joy. Big moment. She kept moving. Room 412. A new patient. 10-year-old girl. Name tag Lily. Lying still. Monitors beeping. Name tag Lily. Lying still. Monitors beeping. Mom asleep in a chair. Dad pacing. Clara cleaned the sink. Wiped the counter. Changed the trash. Then something caught her eye. A tube connected to Lily's IV. It looked wrong, twisted, pinched. She leaned closer. Her training kicked in. She knew IV lines, had seen hundreds. This one was kinked, blocking flow. Medicine not reaching. She froze. Should she say something? She wasn't staff, just cleaning. But the beep, it slowed. The line on the monitor dipped. Clara's chest tightened. She stepped into the hall. Found a nurse. Pointed back. She's not getting meds. The nurse frowned. Why are you telling me? The tube. It's bent. The nurse rolled her eyes. We checked it 10 minutes ago, but now it's kinked. Go back to mopping. Clara hesitated. The beeping slowed more. Thump, thump, thump. She ran to the station. Grabbed gloves. Slid the tube straight. Clicked it back. Beep, beep, beep. Steady. Rhythm returned. The nurse stared. How did you? I fixed it. You're not allowed. I saved her. Silence. The nurse called a doctor. They reviewed the logs, confirmed. Medicine stopped for 3 minutes. Any longer? Brain damage, maybe death. The doctor found Clara. Brain damage, maybe death. Thanked her, reported it. But nothing changed. Next day, same mop, same silence. No award, no raise, just work. But word spread. Quietly, among nurses, among doctors. Did you hear about the cleaner? The one who saved Lily? Fixed an IV nobody saw? Yes, she's been here 12 years. No recognition, people whispered. But no action. Management ignored it. Too messy, too awkward. A cleaner. Hero? Unthinkable. So life went on. Clara cleaned. She passed Lily's room days later. Girl sitting up, smiling, eating pudding. Waved. Clara waved back. No words, just warmth. Then June hit. Summer heat. Hospital sweltered. AC failed on third floor. Patients uncomfortable. Stress rising. Clara noticed more errors. Nurses tired. Doctors irritable. One night. ER overflow. Night. Hair crash. Teenager. Severe bleeding. They wheeled him fast. 2 OR. 3. Clara was cleaning nearby. She saw the blood trail. Followed protocol. Disinfected. Waited outside. After surgery, she entered. Standard cleanup. Blood on floor. Tools left out. She sorted. Sharps container. Trash. Linens. Then she paused. A scalpel on the edge of the tray. Not secured. Could fall. Could cut someone. She reached. Picked it up. Placed it properly. Then saw something else. A sponge. Under the table. Not counted. In surgery, they count sponges. Every single one. Leave one inside? Disaster. Infection. Death. She picked it up. Held it. Looked around. No one there. She took it to the counter. Logged it. Wrote a note. Sponge unaccounted for during trauma surgery. Found under table. Please verify counts. Left it on the desk. Went home. Next morning, security met her. Asked questions. She explained. They checked records. Surgery team had signed off. All items accounted. But Clara found one. They rechecked. Yes, missing sponge. Patient stable. But if not found, later, internal scan would have shown it. Surgery again. Risk, pain, cost. All preventable. Again. Clara saved a life. Quietly. Again. No announcement. No meeting. But more whispers. Third time. What do you mean, Lily? The IV, the sponge, and once before? Yes. Remember Mr. Dale? Cardiac arrest. In rehab. He fell. Nobody noticed. Clara restarted compression. Until help came. She did CPR? As a cleaner? Yes. And no one knows. No. Me. Yes. And no one knows? No. People were stunned, but still, no change. Clara remained invisible. Until October, Harvest Festival weekend, city alive, parades, music, joy, then a mass shooting near the train station, 23 injured, 9 critical, all rushed to St. Jude. Chaos, sirens, blood, families screaming, hospital on red alert, every bed used, hallways turned to ER, surgeons working non-stop, nurses triaging, and Clara, she arrived at 5:30 a.m., Josh, triaging, and Clara, she arrived at 5:30 a.m., into hell. She didn't flinch. Got her cart. Started on the east wing. Bodies everywhere. Stretchers side by side. Doctors shouting. Nurses crying. A boy, 6 years old, shot in the leg. Bleeding fast. No tourniquet applied. Clara saw it. Ran to supply closet. Grabbed one. Kneeled. Applied pressure. Stopped flow. Boy whimpered. She held his hand. Look at me. Breathe. You're okay. Help arrived. They took over. She moved. Another victim. Old woman. Chest wound. Gasping. Clara opened airway, used manual suction, cleared fluid, kept her breathing. Paramedics arrived, took her. Clara stood, hands shaking, face pale, but eyes sharp. She kept going. For 7 hours, she wasn't just cleaning, she was triaging, assisting, saving. She handed tools, moved patients, gave compressions, stopped bleeding. She remembered every procedure, every move, from years of watching, learning, caring. When the last surgery ended. At 10:00 p.m., the chief surgeon found her. She was mopping blood. Near ICU, he took her gloves, said, "You're not just a cleaner." She looked up, tired, confused. "What? You saved at least 4 lives today. I helped." "No, you acted when no one else could. You were first." She said nothing. He asked, "Why don't you have a badge? I clean. You should be on staff. I'm not trained." "You are. More than some residents." She shook her head. "I like cleaning. It matters." He walked away. But not for long. Next day, hospital board met. Debate. Can we promote a janitor? She has no degree, but she saved lives. Multiple times. Documented? Yes. Witnesses? Over a dozen. She acted in crisis. Without hesitation, but policy, rules. She broke none. She followed protocols. She prevented errors. She responded faster than staff. Still, some resisted, afraid. Change, tradition, afraid. Change, tradition, image. But public pressure grew. News got wind. Cleaner saves lives during mass casualty. Photos. Clara mopping. Doctors hugging her. Parents thanking. The headline, America's most overlooked hero. Viral. Millions shared. Calls poured in. Hospitals demanded reform. Value every worker. Recognize skill, not title. St. Jude caved, not gracefully, but they acted. They created a new role. Patient Safety Observer. First of its kind. Given to Clara. Full medical training. Paid salary. benefits, badge, uniform with her name. She cried when she got it, not from pride, from relief, finally seen, not for what she did, but for who she was. She accepted, with one condition: she'd still clean sometimes. Grounds me, she said. Now, she trains staff, teaches awareness, shows how observation saves lives. Jochen, she speaks at conferences. Hospitals invite her, even Congress asked. Her message? Pay attention. Everyone matters. No job is small. If you care, you see, people ask. How did she know so much? She says, I listened, I watched, I cared. That's all. Her story changed policy. Across states, hospitals now train cleaners, include them in safety rounds, respect their eyes, their hands. Respect their eyes, their hands, their presence, because they're there. Always, in the quiet, in the dark, in the blood, they see what others miss. Clara proved it, not once, not twice, 5 times, at least. We'll never know how many more, because she never kept count. She just did what felt right. And look what happened. One woman, no title, no fame, no plan, just purpose and courage in silence. Now imagine if we all paid attention, like she did. What could we see? What lives could we save? Maybe heroism isn't loud. Maybe it's quiet. Maybe it wears a blue uniform. Maybe it starts with a mop, but ends with a heartbeat. Restored, protected, honored. Clara taught us this, not with speeches, with action. Day after day, year after year, until the world noticed and finally said, thank you, we see you now. If her story moved you, if you believe every person matters, please like this video and subscribe for more stories of quiet heroes who changed the world.